this question on what can I do right now in these super crazy, weird, challenging times we are living in? How can I contribute in a meaningful way? What is my contribution? Is something that I see more and more people asking themselves. And my response, if you ask yourself this question, or if you ask me this question, I would say it depends what your purpose is. Or put differently, I think the most meaningful thing that you can do is to be deeply grounded in a sense of purpose and to direct your energy in a direction that feels meaningful. Because if you don't do that, so in the lack of a sense of purpose, a direction, a compass that guides you, you will be pulled into all kinds of different directions that other external forces will want you to go. And I just had a conversation today with a brother, friend of mine, where we explored like what is it that you actually want? What do you want? And so he like went into all kind of different directions, and it was always like I'm not really sure. Nothing feels like maybe this isn't it. And so what we ended up with is like the deepest longing really is to have a clear sense of purpose that he's committed to have something that gives him a sense of meaning that, hey Irene, hey Hanka, that give him the motivation to wake up in the morning, to keep going when things are challenging, to dedicate himself towards something for a while, right? Like if you don't have that, if you don't have that sense of this is what really matters to me and this is what I want to bring into this world, any discomfort, any pain, any challenge that comes up will be a reason to go into a different direction and to try something else and to not persist. Whereas if there is something that feels really fucking important to you, that you're like, yes, I want to bring this to the world. This is how I want to spend my energy. Challenges that come up in this process, which I promise you they will have a different context. They will be an opportunity to learn and grow and to develop a skill that will help you express your purpose even more. So there's such a big contrast between I don't know what I want to do with my life, so then any discomfort, any pain, any challenge is like you will want to avoid it. You will want to move towards just what feels nice and easy. Whereas if you have a sense of purpose, these things they will become smaller. They will become less important because you know what you're spending your energy on. You know the direction you're heading towards. And there's this quote which I really like, which says, the only thing that's harder than living a life of purpose is not living a life of purpose. So it's up to you to decide, like, yeah, it's not easy to commit to something that really matters to you and to take yourself serious enough to actually follow that. To not be like, yeah, I'm going to do this, and the next morning be like, yeah, maybe I'm not going to do this. But to really stay committed to something. So what that takes is, first of all, to connect to something that really has depth, because we can all get motivated to all kinds of things for a day, to be like, I'm going to lose 10 kilos by working out every day. And then on the second day or the third day, you're like, yeah, it's not working. I'm going to stop doing that, right? So it has to be something that has substance, that really touches something deep inside of you. It's like, man, like to share with you part of my purpose, why I started to go into men's work, is I realized how little stability I have inside of myself, how little I have this kind of capacity to stand in life with what I want, even when opposing forces are coming my way, even when other people want something else. Like, I didn't have that capacity. I was just like being thrown from one side to the other by anything that came my way. And so I was like, there's something about qualities that I connect with masculine that I really don't have developed. And so I want to go further into that. And then I met so many men who had the exact same issue. And so that's how I ended up in doing men's work. And that is still such a big part of my purpose is there is a healthy form of masculinity that doesn't exclude femininity that is so, so needed in these times. We need clear leadership. We need people who take responsibility. We need people who have a clear direction in their lives and who are following their heart with all their power. So that was a little side tangent on what part of my purpose is. But really, think about this. Like there are a lot of questions that you could stop asking yourself if you figure out this, if you figure out what is my purpose. Now, there are times in life where it's absolutely fine to not have a clear sense of purpose. Like it's not like you always have to have a purpose, otherwise your life is meaningless. No, it's fine to have times where things are very open and unclear. But if you feel like, man, there's something missing in my life, like something of depth and substance, something that really matters to me, then asking yourself this question, what is my purpose? What do I want to work towards? What really matters to me? What am I willing to commit to for the next years? Those are questions to ask yourself. Now, because I know that this is something that is a big challenge for a lot of men out there, I'm offering a mastermind called Create with Purpose. It's going to be a pretty small group of men coming together, and we're going to explore what is my purpose, like getting a sense of clarity, of inner alignment, of what actually really matters to me. And then to start working on the translation of like, okay, now that I know what my purpose is, now that I feel connected to something that matters to me, how can I start expressing that? How can I start working on projects in a meaningful way? How can I bring that clarity in my day-to-day life so that I start translating my inner sense of purpose into my life? And over time, your day-to-day life will be more and more of an expression of your purpose. And it will inform the things that you practice, and it will inform how you are in relationship with other people, right? That's the power of being connected to a sense of purpose, is it informs every other part of your life. And so if that place is empty, it's really hard to be oriented in life. So if you're interested in that, Create with Purpose Mastermind, I'm going to put the link in the comments. Check it out. For the women watching this video, I'm sorry, this right now is only for men. Maybe at some point I'll open it up to women as well. But for now, Create with Purpose Mastermind for men starting next week. Check it out. Would love to see you there. And take some time to reflect on this question, like what really matters to me? What am I willing to fight for? Those will lead you closer to your purpose.